Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Toy Meals YouTube channel. This is Cheney180. Today we're going to be taking a look at the premium DNA toys, Battletoads, Porka Pig, and Rat Bones. So first off, let's go ahead and we're going to check out the Porka Pig here. The paint apps here on the face look very nice. I do like that. He's got a nice beefy feel to him, but not as heavy as the Battletoads, oddly enough. But yeah, we've got the spikes along here on his little jumpsuit. He got his little piggy tail in the back. His hooves are painted nicely. Got the nice wrinkles on the sculpt there at his knees. Really a good job here in the teeth and the nose and the face and stuff. Helmet maybe could have used a little bit more, but you could see they put more paint into the horns up here, which look very nice. I do like that. And with the rat bones here, we've got, wash and dry brushing all along the figure, which looks good. You can see inside here where they didn't paint too much in there, but you're not going to be looking in there all that much. The teeth are painted here. The eyes got that nice glossy look to it, so that's cool. But then you've got a nice matte finish here to the whole figure to give it a look of dry bones. I do dig that, so that looks pretty cool. But let's go ahead and check out the accessories. All right, so accessories here. Porka Pig does not come with any, and you get 3 different shields here with the rat bones, and they're all the same sculpt, but we have a brown one, a blue one, and a green one. As I said, I'm not extremely familiar with the game, so I don't know what they actually mean. I'm assuming maybe different levels, or I'm not sure. I don't know. But they're sculpted nicely and they're painted very well. Got a little bit of bleed here on the green one, but as you can see, they're painted nicely, sculpted well. You got a little bit more of a wash on this brown one than the green one. The green one's a little bit more shiny, and then this one's a little bit more dirty. And these just kind of slide into the hand here, and there you go. And the cool thing about the rat bones is you could kind of use this for anything, really. I mean, there's a lot of different uses for it. But let's go ahead and get into some articulation. Let's go ahead and start off with the Porka Pig here. His head is on a ball joint, so you get, what's that? Yeah, it's a double ball joint in there, or barbell, I mean. So you can kind of shift it around, as you can see there. Back and forth, up and down, not too much. Due to his suit here, it's kind of hard to get the torso to move. It looks like it just kind of swivels. There's really no front or back to it because of the back of the suit here. Arms are going to go up about that high. They swivel around. You got a bicep swivel in there. Single hinge elbow gets you about that much. You got a swivel and a hinge with the wrist or hoof here. And then, like I said before, you got this kind of, maybe you get some, you get some front to back in there. So it is kind of like on a ball joint, and you can shift it around. And then you get a decent range of motion here in the hips. So I don't know what's up with this. This thing is willy-nilly loose and sliding, but it doesn't fall over, so that's good. But you get a decent range of motion there in the hips. Single hinge knee gets you about that much, and then if you push that hoof back there, you can get a little bit more. And you do get a pivot and a hinge here at the ankle or the hoof as well. So he moves pretty decently for being a portly guy, so it's not too bad. I actually like the way this wood came out. So let's go ahead and check out the dry bones here, who has considerably more articulation due to the fact that he has a lot less flesh. So we've got a big ball joint there in the head. You got a hinge and a swivel here at the bottom of the neck. And that's where you're going to get a majority of that movement because there's some paint in there for the head, but you can't get back to fourth or back and forth, up and down. You get him to look down very well and up really well as well. Up really well too. There's a hinge in the jaw, so that's cool. You can scream and do all that, so that's pretty cool. You get a hinge and a swivel here at the shoulder, so that comes up about that much and around. And I think you get kind of a swivel in there too. Hinge and swivel at the elbow as well. Not too much range of motion though. You only get about that much. Oddly enough, it feels like we get about the same up and down. Then you get a hinge and a swivel here at the wrist. And then we've got a hinge and a swivel at the back there. So that allows him to go that far back. Crunch forward. And we've got a little hinge here and a hinge here for the tail. And kind of turn that. So it's only 2 joints there that move. That's not too bad. And then for the hips here, another hinge, a swivel. You get a swivel here for the thigh cut, which is cool. And then you get a hinge, single hinge knee. And does that swivel? Yeah, that swivels as well. So that's pretty cool. Then a hinge and a swivel at the ankle. Is there a swivel in there? I'm not pushing that. I don't want to break it. So yeah, it's still a decent amount of motion there. You can get him to get in some cool poses. Balance it out with the rat bone tail back there. So let's go ahead and do some comparisons here. Here they are next to Rash and Zitz and Chester Cheetah, the Jaded Toys Mega Man and Jaded Toys Ken Masters, and the Tunchy Studios Metal Slug Eerie and Super 7 Raphael. Final thoughts on the Porka Pig and the Rat Bones here. This is cool, you know, that they're really like fleshing out the whole line. You're getting a lot of characters in the Battletoads line to kind of like, you know, recreate some of those awesome video game moments, if you will. For these just being kind of like grunt guys, like this is cool. Like I especially like this Porka Pig character. There's a lot of work put into this, and for what it is, I do enjoy it. I wish this like jumpsuit thing that he has on here, even though it is a soft plastic, I wish it was a little bit softer so it's easier to move his top torso. Even then, you know, with the articulation that's thrown into here and the hips and whatnot, it's not that bad. But I do like the way this came out. This is a fun figure for sure. The Rat Bones, I like the articulation scheme that it came with. I like the way that it looks. This can be thrown in with a whole bunch of other stuff. Like I can see myself using this in, you know, other pictures and stuff like that to kind of like, you know, add like some kind of skeletal monster, if you will. I wish that there was a little bit more range here on the elbows, and I guess maybe something here for maybe that one's just seized up, but a little bit more articulation here in the ankles. But even with that being said, he moves pretty well for a skeleton, because skeletons are hard to engineer. You know, 9 times out of 10 when you try to do something, you got to like make sure to engineer it enough where it's going to move but not look super bulky. So I think they're able to kind of pull that off, and it came out pretty well here. The paint applications on both of them look really nice. He's probably a little bit plain, but I like it. I think it works. I mean, I could see people using this in even like Power Rangers stuff and stuff like that. So overall, I think it's really neat that you're able to get these and have cannon fodder for the Battletoads and just kind of like expand the collection even more. So I'm really excited to see what else they're going to do with this line. This has definitely piqued my interest and makes me want to see what they've got down the pipeline for sure. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe if you've not already. Check out the podcast, Chat Mingos Assemble on Tuesdays. They're Not Dolls on Thursdays. Take it easy, guys.